Today's album of the day is something that I've already listened to one album of the artist of the band. All I remember is it had like the little sign, like the street sign, and I was like, "Oh, this is vibey," and I expected it to be like something completely different, and it ended up being pop punk. I like early 2000s pop punk. So I decided that when I saw this, I was like, I need to buy it. So Long Astoria by the Ataris. And honestly, like from start to finish, this is probably one of the most solid pop punk albums I've ever listened to. Like I feel like they nailed down this sound so easily, and it's a sound that like is getting copied to this day, that I feel like honestly for when this came out in 2002 or 2003, I can't remember, this is insane. Like actually, they're like this sounds so crisp and so clean and so well done that for its era, it's just kind of ahead. And then there's a whole lot of bands that sound like um, what this was able to sound like. Um, my personal highlights, because I mean honestly, again, like this album was like a solid, uh, like start to finish. Uh, I think like 8 of 9 looking back on today, takeoffs and landings, in this diary, and So Long Astoria are all like well done songs. But I am just like genuinely shocked at like how like undergroundly influential this is. I don't know how popular the Ataris were or how popular they are, but all I can say is there are so many other pop punk bands that I've listened to that sound exactly like this from this day and age. And so for them to like knock out this sound so perfectly is insane. And again, I also don't really know too much about them. All I know is that not their first album, but another one that I listened to had a little bit more skate punk in it. This one was like a lot more polished and crisp. So if you don't really like that kind of polished power pop-esque pop punk, then this might not be for you. But if you like, oh, what is this? So I don't really care. Uh, but if you like that kind of sound like I do, then perfect for you. There's some kinds of elements that remind me of like uh, Taking Back Sunday a little bit. Like there's a little bit of emo in here. This reminds me a little bit of My Chemical Romance. Uh, it also like, but it really does just feel like run of the mill pop punk, and I feel like someone will listen to it and be like, "Oh, this sounds like every other band," but they're that band that sounds like every other band because every other band is copying them, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, uh, honestly, like I would recommend this to anyone that likes pop punk in general, because if you like other pop punk bands, you will like this. But if you don't like the crisp and clean style of pop punk, then you probably won't like this as much. But personally, I really liked it. I also really like the album cover. This shit is just actually so pretty. Um, and yeah, this just feels like 2003 probably would have felt. I say that I wasn't even alive yet, and I didn't even gain consciousness until like 2009 or something. But yeah, um, there's not really any skips on here, honestly. Like, there's not anything where I was like, when does it end? When is it over? Because some albums are like that, you know? There's always that one song where you're like, get this guy out of here. But this one, it just feels like everything was made well to an extent where it kind of just felt like a lot of the songs did kind of sound very, very similar to each other. But that's okay. And I also will mention that the very first song in here, already vocalist is already shouting. It's fucking great. But yeah, that's That's So Long Astoria by the Ataris.